What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Allison and today I'm sitting down to talk about how I heal a pimple. So it wasn't too long ago that I was a girl sitting in my apartment bedroom obsessing over Googling and YouTubing how to get rid of a breakout, how to heal a pimple in 24 hours, how to cure your acne. And everything that I was doing back then was making my acne so much worse, and I'm hoping that by sitting down and sharing what I'm doing for my pimples and my breakouts will help some of you guys and reduce the lifespan of your pimple. So with that being said, if you guys are not subscribed, be sure to subscribe down below, give this video a thumbs up, let me know what other acne videos you guys want to see. Let's go ahead and get started. So I have a list of everything that I want to talk about in this video and kind of my game plan as to how I treat breakouts or pimples. I've made videos before talking about how I've cured my acne, and I'm sure some of you are going to be like, well, if you cured your acne, why do you have pimples or why are you breaking out? Just because I've cured my acne does not mean I'm never going to get a pimple ever again. It doesn't mean that my skin is perfect. I still get breakouts from time to time. I still get pimples. But now when I get pimples, I know how to better treat it so that I can reduce the lifespan and it doesn't leave a scar. So this is my game plan for everything I'm doing, and it's worked so well for me. Again, I don't break out often, but when I do, at least I have a game plan. So the first thing that I have written down is make sure you're taking care of your body. If you guys have never seen any of my videos before, I cured my acne because of the things that I changed in my life, like diet, topical treatments, gut health, hormone imbalance. So I have it written down to make sure you're taking care of your body, because if you're not taking care of your body from the inside, the outside is going to show that you're not taking care of it. So for me, eating healthy, following a good workout routine, just lifestyle decisions, those are all things that are going to prevent a breakout in the first place. So if you're doing all of those things, hopefully you won't break out as much. So I have that written down. I'll leave all of the videos for how I cured my acne and like my acne playlist down in the description if you guys want to watch that. But the first thing, I mean, take care of your body, because if you're taking care of the inside, the outside is going to show it. The second thing I have written down is relax, breathe, everybody gets pimples. So like I just said, I cured my acne, but I still get pimples. And one of the things I used to stress about breaking out is I was like, oh my God, everyone's gonna be staring at my breakout. Oh my God, I gotta do this. Or I just like stressed out way too much. And if you come at it from a very like understanding perspective, like, okay, I have a pimple, everybody is not staring at your pimple, and if it is like a very large pimple, just point it out when you see people like, oh my God, yeah, like I didn't even want to come outside of my house today, like look at this pimple, and just like address it so that you can forget about it. Because the number one thing that affected me when it came to acne is I stressed about my acne so much, and other people probably weren't even looking at it. So relax, breathe, don't stress. Your body does not need that stress. The third thing I have written down is do not pick it. Don't pick it, don't touch it, don't look at it, don't breathe on it, don't do anything to your pimple. And I'm sure you're like, wait, if I have a pimple and I'm trying to get rid of it, what do you mean don't touch it? Do not pick your pimple, because any movement you make towards your pimple, if you touch it and it hurts, when you're hurting, that is like a sensor in your body, like, oh my gosh, it hurts. Like it's going to become more inflamed, you can infect it, and it's just gonna become a lot of a bigger deal than it probably would have been if you didn't touch it. So refrain from touching it, refrain from looking at it. If you look at it, you're gonna wanna touch it. That's the only reason I say that. Anytime I've ever had a cystic pimple under the skin and I've touched it, it's always gotten worse. So what I tell myself in the beginning is do not touch it, and if you don't touch it, it's gonna go away a lot quicker because it won't be inflamed and it'll just kind of like slowly go into the background, or at least that's what I like to think. The next thing I have written down is it is okay to cover it. So going off of the last thing, if you cover your pimple, the odds that you're going to want to touch it are going to reduce a lot more, because whenever you look in the mirror, you're not going to be like, oh my God, look how red it is, I need to do something to fix it. If it is covered by like a pimple sticker or like makeup, you're going to want to touch it a lot less. That is not saying I'm like promoting to put makeup on over your pimple. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is if I have makeup on, I am less likely to pick and touch at my face. Of course, you want to make sure you have clean makeup products. You want to make sure your makeup products aren't the reason behind your breakout. You want to make sure you have clean brushes. But for me, I either like to put makeup on or I like to put on an acne sticker. And sometimes I'll even put in like an acne sticker under my makeup. So if you guys don't know what an acne sticker is, it's like a little dot. It's like a little sticker dot, and it has acne medication on it. So if you put one of those on your skin and you're just like laying low in the house, it's going to make you realize like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like it's being treated. Like I don't need to touch it. And for me, whenever I have a huge cystic pimple and I see how red it is, it makes me want to touch it. So by covering it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. So I'm going to leave down in the description a link to where you guys can get some acne stickers, but recently they became really popular. So yeah, cover it because then you'll forget about it. So the next thing I have written down is at night is most important. So whenever I have a pimple, I treat my pimple with all the products I want to treat it with at night. And the reason I do that is because at night, it's literally just me, the products I put on my skin, and my pillowcase. I'm not going out into the sun. I'm not in a bunch of dirt. Like, there's no wind on my face. It's literally, my skin is absorbing everything I'm putting on it, and it's allowed to chill. I'm not touching my skin, and it's very like, it's just your skin, and your skin is allowed to absorb all those products. So everything that I do to treat my pimple, I'm doing in my nighttime skincare routine, and I'm putting on those products, and overnight my skin is allowed to absorb them and not be bothered when it is absorbing them. Going off of that, I'm going to share with you guys what I do when I do have a pimple. So the first step in my nighttime skincare pimple acne routine is I wash my face. So I wash my face with the Dr. Bronners Pure Castile Soap, and the only thing I change from my normal skin regimen to when I have a pimple is I like to be a lot more gentle when I'm cleansing my skin. So I'm taking off all my makeup and I'm being super gentle, and I'm making sure that when I'm going, like, let's say if I have a pimple here, because this is usually where I break out along my jawline. If I have a pimple here, I will be sure to like wash normally around my skin and then just be super gentle when I'm going over the pimple. Again, you don't want to irritate it. If you irritate it, it's just gonna become more red, more inflamed, and it's gonna become a bigger problem. So do not irritate it as much as possible. The next thing I do in my skincare routine is I spray my skin with toner water, and this is the same toner water I use in my everyday skincare routine. I'll spray it all over my face, and I'll concentrate it a little bit more down as to where I have my pimple, but I really don't do anything too different. Oh, I didn't miss one thing. When I wash my face, I pat it dry, and when I pat it dry, I'm just like super gentle. So the next step is I put on my acne treatment. I used to never have a acne treatment or like acne serum that I would put on when I was breaking out, because I really felt that I didn't need to change too much up about my skincare routine. Oh, that was my phone. I just felt like if I changed anything in my skincare routine, it would worsen my acne and not make it better. But I did find a product I really love, and it's crazy because it was a company that sent this product to me, and I was like, oh, I'll use it in the future. And then one time when I had a cystic pimple on, I put it on my skin overnight and like woke up the next morning, I was like, wow, like so much less inflamed, and it just helped in the healing process so much. So the product that I use is Meltdown by Blume, and it has a little dropper tool, and I'll put like 1 or 2 drops of this after my toner water. Jesus, I am dropping everything. I will put like 1 or 2 drops of this on to the pimple directly. I won't like touch the applicator with my skin because I don't want to like put bacteria in there, but I will put it directly on my pimple, and I'll kind of rub it around very gently just so that it can really be absorbed, it can get in my pore. And then after I use my acne treatment, I will go ahead and put my moisturizer on my skin. And the moisturizer I use is by Lush Cosmetics. I'll leave it down below. This is just like my normal acne routine plus an acne treatment or like a pimple treatment. So after I put on my moisturizer, I'll put it all over my face, and I'll really just like massage in my face. It's like a facial massage, and the reason I do that is because I feel like it's helping my circulation. It's helping increase the blood flow so that my blood is like circulating well in my face, and that it can help heal my pimple. And when I do massage my face, I make sure to like massage around here, and then if I have a pimple over here, I'll like go around it, and I'll put a little bit of moisturizer on it, and I'll be really gentle about it. Once I put on my moisturizer, I will go back and put 1 more drop of this on my acne, and I'll just like really just massage it in there, honestly. I just want to make sure that like I have that product directly on my pimple so that it is being absorbed by that pimple. With that being said, that is it when it comes to how I treat my pimple or how I treat a breakout. And it sounds very simple, but for me, I truly believe that acne is a deeper problem than just like your skincare and what you're putting on your skin. I really believe it's a deeper rooted problem from inside your body. So I like to keep it as simple as possible. I don't want to irritate my skin. If you put on too many products, it's going to irritate your pimple more than you need it to be, and it's just going to become a greater mess. Like, Have you guys ever had those pimples where it's just like one red dot and then over time it just becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it's popped, and then it's scabbed, and then it's a huge scar? Well, I'm telling you, by doing these steps, I never ever have that problem anymore. More specifically because I used to try and pop my cystic pimple, which do not ever try popping your cystic pimple. But I like to keep things simple and pure, and just my skin is thanking me for it, so that's all I have to say. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out to me either in the comments or reach out to me on Instagram. It doesn't matter, and I will get back to you guys. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one.